Greetings and hello and welcome back to EverQuest II, where we're going to tackle trade skills. You may be wondering why we went back in Timorous Deep. There is a quest that is offered in every single city, and you can do it in every single city, which means it counts as 6 quests, even though it is the same quest with the same name. And that is the quest here. Greetings. I've noticed you harvesting out there. I don't actually need the merchant window. I've noticed you harvesting out there. Are you interested in trying your hand at making something out of them? Sure. Why not? Is it hard? Nay, not hard at all once you wrap your head around it, but I'm not one to keep talking all day. Why don't you just jump in and try it? Okay, what do I do? And here we are, it's the Tradeskill quest, If I Had a Hammer. And it gives you a handbook of the local Tradeskill organization, which for Gorwin is the Academy of Logistics. So if I accept that, and we go, okay, so pick up a copy of my Lucky Charm recipe over there beside me and scribe it into your recipe book. Then grab some coal from the sack. You'll need one of the tin clusters and lead clusters that you harvested earlier, and make sure you have them in your bags. But we can do that. So we click here for the recipe, and like all recipes, you grab it and then you scribe it. There's going to be a lot of doing that in your trade skill career. Sack of coal, we can get some coal. Lovely. Might need a few of those. We need some lead and we need some tin. So let's go and grab that because I didn't think to bring any with me. Let's see, excavated ore. Are you the right sort? Oh, there's tin. We'll definitely grab a bit of this because we need to do a few of these. This is going to involve sneaking into Kinos. Now, for most people, I wouldn't recommend that. I'd just say do this quest with your local harvest organization, local trade skill organization, depending on which city you are living in. But I like to do things in order, and I like to make things difficult for me. So we're going to be going and trying to sneak into Kinos as part of all this. A little bit more. Come on. I don't want malachite. Really? Okay. $13 lead. There we go. That was probably going to be enough. We're not mentored today. Trade skills are completely and utterly independent of your adventure level, so it doesn't really matter that I'm level 39. Right, I should ensure I have a tin and a lead cluster in my bags and then use the mender's anvil to craft. There we go. So we have the option to create a lucky wolf paw. When we click on the item and we click begin, and it will basically just fill up, and when it gets all the way to the very end, that's when it's done. Now what might happen is we may get one of these pictures turn up, in which case we have to try and click the corresponding button in order to counter whatever it is that's happening. Now the game's been really lenient on us at the moment because we're still trade skill level 2, so it's not really going to show us anything too complicated. As you can see, the adventure bar, the bar down here, the experience bar, has changed to purple. We're now looking at our trade skill level, and I am a very lowly trade skill level 2. This will probably make a bit of a difference. Unfortunately, these guys are always menders, so I have to close the mender box. How did you make out? Was my recipe simple enough? I made a Lucky Paw Charm. Congratulations! You seem to have a right knack of crafting things, if I do say so. If you're interested in learning more about crafting, you should look up a professional trade skill tutor who can tell you all the details. Thanks! I might do that. And to complete the quest, that's what we need to do. So we're off to Garwin to find the trade skill tutor. So the idea here is you stumble across one of these guys. Oh, shiny! He gives you this little thing. He gives you a little taste of what crafting is about, and then he basically sends you to the tutor, and then the tutor will take you through a little bit of a tutorial of how to craft, which we are going to do today. I'm not going to do any old tutor though. I'm probably going to go to the one in Freeport. I think they're this way. Pretty sure it's this way. Yeah, here we are. There we go. If I had a hammer and we're now level 3, you have learned to gather harvests, and whether or not you decide to learn a trade skill profession, you'll find harvesting can be a useful and profitable pastime. Are you interested in reviewing the crafting process? Not right at this moment. Okay, we're going to come to that. In the meanwhile, we have our handbook of the Academy of Logistics. Now we just need to go to each city and do that. Okay, so Darklight Woods, Hates Envy, we have the exact same thing all over again. So if we talk to the mender, I will skip reading out the same text. I'll get those items now. So we always need to pick up the recipe, and it says scribe it, but we've already got it, so. And then, oh, we need to pick up some coal from the sack. There we go. There, make sure I've got tin and lead, and make the item. Be interesting to see if we get anything that we need to counter this time. Now they're at level 3. You can try and chivvy the thing along a bit by hitting some of the ones on the right hand side, which will make it go quicker at the risk of having some sort of failure. So we've completed that. If we talk to the guy again, close up the merchant window. I made a Lucky Wolf Paw. You did? Wow, amazing. Let's go to Neriak now. So we need to find the trade skill tutor in Neriak. It's just over here and down the side. Should be a flashing
A lack
down
of
here somewhere.
resources has hanged many a person.
Always get lost in this place. No? Next area? No? I can see the book flashing. Oh! I went right past him. There we go, another trade skill tutorial. There we go, we're now level 5 and we get given the handbook of the Dark Bargainers. Now, I need to be really careful that I don't level too quickly, but the good thing is that there are a couple of levels where you can't get any more trade skill XP until you make a decision. So I'm kind of using that to the best of effect at the moment. So that's 2 books down. We now want to finish a Freeport. So perhaps Calathan? I think we could do Calathan, couldn't we? He says trying to find his way out of this place. Oh, let's go Halas next, actually. And here we are back in the Frostfang starting area, where you can find Boulder Crafty. If I just stand here a moment and do a stroke lock command, that will tell me where I am. Okay, interesting. That is exactly what I was putting into the game, but it was not giving me this location. Okay, that's fine. Right, same again. Again, he's another mender. Not going to read the same text all over again. We'll pick up a recipe. We'll grab some coal from the bag, because that's what the quest tells us to do. There's the bag. And we make yet another Lucky Paw. Yeah, it's a bit of a cold swim over to this area, but I think I'm now swimming faster than the boat. So, as I said before, you can press a few of these on the right hand side to make it go quicker. We've not seen any negatives yet. We will do though. And you'll get a little box that pops up that tells you what you've made. If you don't want to see this box every time, you can tick the do not show, and then you won't get that box. Yep, I've made a Lucky Paw Charm. Cool, go see the Tradeskill person. And we head into town. And then we head into the Tradeskill and housing area. This is where you will find the EverQuest Guild Hall. Over here. I'm not going to go in there today, we're still designing, but that's where we are based. Guild on AB server for anybody who is interested in questing. We ought to start putting the Discord link in my videos as well. Okay, yet another Tradeskill tutorial. I keep wanting to say tutor, but because it says tutorial in front of me, I then stumble on my words. Let's call them tutors. Another Tradeskill tutor to talk to. And we get to level 7. And a handbook of the Ravens of the North book. So now we've got 3 of them. Just move these out of the way. And we've also got multiple Lucky Paws, which I'm not too worried about because right, and no, we don't want to learn from you. We're going to go and find a different tutor. We'll head now to Kellathan, I think. And almost there. You know, if I thought on, I could have actually have started the episodes here with the Hammer quest in Kellathan. And that was been like 3 episodes all starting on a mushroom in Kellathan. Okay. Grull. Yeah, you've noticed me harvesting. Yeah, is it hard? No? Great. Let's grab that recipe. Let's grab some coal. This is special coal for the quest, by the way. No value, no trade, no transmute, no salvage. Do not pass 200. Do not collect. Go. Oh wait. Let's make another Lucky Paw. While we're waiting for this, one of the things I will point out that when we come to the Tradeskills proper, and you have to buy fuel. Be careful how much fuel that you buy because you can't sell it back. It has no value. Okay, there we go. Turn to Grull. Yep, I made the charm. Excellent, he suggests that I speak to a Tradeskill tutor once I reach Kellathan. So now I need to go all the way back to Kellathan. And here we are. Tradeskill tutor. There we go, we've now level 8. Handbook of Tuners pages. There we go, so that's our 4th one. And another offer to teach us how to trade skill. If we head round here, we should find the World Bell. And, okay, here he comes, sneaking into Kinos. Yeah, should be okay here. So, top of this spiral tunnel, we should find the If I Had a Hammer person, level 25 guard. So yeah, this can be tricky if you're very low adventure level and you need to sneak in. Hi, hello. Uh-huh. Yeah, is he hard? Yeah, uh-huh. Yeah, recipe, piece of coal, and here we go. We will get into Tradeskills proper shortly. Okay. How did I make out? Yeah, we made it, and we need to go and talk to a Tradeskill tutor. Now this is where I need the sewers because I need to sneak into North Kinos. I don't think there is a sewer entrance in EverQuest, is there? No, I don't think there is. So now we need to use Peat Bog. Yeah. Oh, I bet we could do the caves, couldn't we? No, let's just stick with Peat Bog. We know that. Not quite sure what the Kinos Tradeskill tutor is going to think when this rather dishevelled person turns up who smells like he's been going through the sewer, says, I've made a lucky paw and I'd like to learn about becoming a Tradeskiller. With a slightly Freeportian twang to his voice. Right, so from here we can go to the down below. From the down below we can go to North Kinos, and then in North Kinos we can sneak to the Tradeskill area. Let's see, Kinos capital, Kinos province, Aldor Grove, North Kinos, that's what we want. There's kind of multiple strands to trade skilling. This, if I had a hammer thing, is like a thing of its own. But there is the trade skill rush orders and writ orders. We'll come to those. There is a completely separate little series of quests involving a small Rotonga, which is one of the things we'll come on to very soon. He's trying to balance them all at the same time. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Counselling DM will love this. I tried to talk to the Freeport equivalent of this person, and he said he was only interested in talking to crafters. So now I've picked up some levels, now he'll talk to me. Well, I'm not talking to him here. I will talk to him in Freeport. Right, no guards around, no epic on a horse, no, good. Hi, don't mind me, don't mind the slightly sewery smell. I'm a perfectly normal citizen of Kinos, honest. Hi. Tradeskill level 9. The dwarf is looking at me. The dwarf is looking at me. Do I need to reach for weapons? I think I'm okay. So there we go. We have another If I Had a Hammer. So that's now 5 of those quests completed. So now I think I can just call back to Kinos. Freeport. Take me home. Just as the Antonic and Guard mercenary walks in. Nah, he won't be bothered anyway. And we want to go to the ruins. Lots of memories of fighting orcs. The wiki says the ruins, so I don't know if there's an equivalent person in this wall. I don't think there is. Really pushing that zoning server today. Right, so yes, this guy over here. Again, another mender. Yeah, why not? Is it hard? No. Okay. Even this quest has now gone grey because we're level 9 and this is a level 5 quest. Picked up the recipe. I've picked up some coal. And we make ourselves a Lucky Paw. Again, if I want to hurry it along, press the ones on the right hand side. There is a small amount of risk of that. Oh, look at this, look at this. Right, we pressed. Oh no, I pressed the wrong button. Yeah, what you should do is when the pictures turn up, you press the button that corresponds to the picture. Apparently that still counts as making a Lucky Charm. Okay. I'm glad. How did I make it? I made a Lucky Charm. Congratulations! Go and talk to the local Tradeskill tutor. So, we now head back to where we were a moment ago, to West Freeport, and back to the Coalition of Tradesfolk. Book flashing in there, lovely. I believe it's going to be on this side. It's rather awkward building this is because there's 2 lots of downstairs and then it's all of the area above our head. So it's a little confusing on the inside. But here we go. There we go. We, in theory, should be level 10. But you can't hit level 10 until you choose which trade skill or which type of trade skill you are interested in. We are leveling faster than the game was expecting. Right, so we have another book. We have 6 lots of If I Had a Hammer, which our questy log is not coping well with, so I'm going to have to manually update that. Doesn't like the idea of us doing full times over, but it's valid because if I come to completed, you can see we have 6 lots of If I Had a Hammer, and they all count as individual quests. Okay. Right, so first part of Tradeskill tutorials. Do I do that or do I do? Yeah, we'll do this. So you complete the If I Had a Hammer quest for whichever city that you're living in. You get told to go to the Tradeskill tutor, and then that is where you then start the main learning how to Tradeskill quest line. So, you've learned how to gather, harvest, and whether or not you decide to learn a trade skill profession, you'll find harvesting can be a useful and profitable pastime. Are you interested in reviewing the crafting process? Yes, please. Okay, all right, let's learn about the crafting process itself. You'll need to have some harvested elm, tin, and roots in your bags. Shall I tell you a bit more about the crafting stations and your trade skill arts, or do you want to just get going? Yeah, let's assume I have those items, and we'll go and fetch them in a moment. There are a number of different crafting stations that can be used to make different items. For example, you would use a forge to make metal armor and a chemistry table to make potions. The other crafting stations are the sewing table, the woodworking table, the sage's engraved desk, the stove and keg, and the jeweler's workbench. Okay, and what skills will I need? Each of the 9 trade skill professions has its own 6 trade skill arts, and there are also a couple of special arts that are used for recipes not related directly to one trade skill speciality. The appropriate arts will appear as buttons at the bottom of the crafting window when you start to make an item. So we've already seen this when we made the hammer. The 6 buttons at the bottom, two of so there's like 2 sets of patterns. There's 3 different types of button and there's 2 sets of them. So I need to use these trade skill arts while crafting. That's right, if you mouse over or examine the arts in your book, you can see what each one of them do. 3 will add progress, 3 will add durability. When you're crafting, you will want to be sure you know which ones add progress and which ones add durability. If you're having trouble maintaining durability, use all of your durability arts all the time. Or to speed up progress, use the progress arts non-stop. Okay, what happens next? The first step in crafting anything is the recipe. The recipe you select determines what you will create. Open your recipe book from the main menu or press N to see yours. Is it N? I think it's B actually. If you're new to crafting, it will be empty, but as you gain more recipes, they will be listed here and you can use the search box at the top of this window to easily find recipe names. You can also create custom filters using the edit button. So once I find the recipe I want to make, what then? There's a lot of text here, isn't there? In this window, you would select the name of the recipe you wish to use and then click Create. You will need to be near a crafting station of the appropriate type. If you click on the crafting station directly, your recipe book will automatically filter to show only the recipes you can make on that station. Once you click Create, you will move to the resource window which shows you the list of ingredients the recipe requires. If you have all of those, you click Begin and crafting starts. Okay, I think I'm ready to give it a try. I'd like you to make a candelabra for practice. While you craft it, I'd like you to pay attention to the blue and green bars in the middle area. This shows your progress, blue, and durability, green, of the item you are creating. The goal is to increase your progress without losing too much durability. To create the item, you will need to fill all 4 blue progress bars. If you lose at least 1 full bar of durability, you will not be able to do this unless you can regain that durability again. It is safest to keep your durability near maximum just in case of unexpected critical failures. How do I stop you losing durability? And that's where the reaction arts come in. You can use these to add progress or durability. So yeah, we've covered this and I think it'll be easier to see it in practice. Now this is level 3 and we are level 9. At this point, it's pretty much impossible to do all of these at the correct level. It's just not doable. There's too much. Okay, we've been given a basic coal and artisan essentials volume 1. So we scribe the book. And we're going to need to use, let's see, candelabra. Are we on the with the woodworking table or the? No, I think we're on. Look at us having a good shout outside. Is it in here, the forge? It is. So if we do a search for candelabra, there it is, pristine simple candelabra. Click create. So we click begin. And as we've been told, the let's see. So you've got durability and you've got progress. So the green is the durability, and you don't want that to sink all the way down to this third level. And the blue is progress. You want that to come all the way up to the top. At this point, this is such an easy recipe. We really don't have to do much to get this to go to the top. There we go. We've made a pristine candelabra. That should be in our inventory, and there it is. And that's what one looks like. We made that. We'll go and show this to the tutor, see if she's impressed. Yep, she's not that impressed at all. Moving on to the next lesson, you should be aware that there are some hazards associated with crafting. Why, back in the old days, it wasn't unusual to see piles of injured bodies beside the forge. We've managed to build slightly less dangerous forges since then, but no matter what craft you choose, there are still dangers to counter. Like what?
Yeah.
During the crafting process, you will sometimes see a warning icon appearing in the area below the 4 progress bars. Ah yes, this is what we've seen. The warning icon will match one of your reaction art icons and will have a name indicating the type of danger. The crafter can correct these problems by ensuring the next reaction art they use matches the icon of the warning. Successfully doing so will avoid bad things occurring, such as loss of progress or durability, or even injury to the crafter, and may also result in unusually good things happening. Okay. So we now get given the next quest. She's countering problems. Again, we need to scribe the recipe. Again, we've been given some fuel. She will stop doing that eventually. Right, so we come up to the forge. And this time we are making a lead bracelet. Which is not going to be on the forge. That is going to be on the workbench, isn't it? Yes. You'll notice as well that it says unknown. The first time you do this, oh, there we go. We need to click that picture. The first time you ever make anything, it'll say unknown. When you get all the way down to the bottom and you've made the item, oh, match the picture again. Match the picture again. When you get all the way down to the bottom, it'll change from unknown to the name of the thing that you've made. And then if you ever make this again, it will already show these, so you know which items you've made in the past and which ones you haven't. Cool. It keeps telling me I can't have any more XP because I've already hit the max at the moment, and we will come to that in just a moment. Not worried about that in the slightest.
Well met!
There we go. So we've completed countering problems. We get given another book. Well done. I hope you avoided any serious injuries. So now you know the basics of crafting, and I hope you understand how to obtain the best quality results while avoiding injury. Now, would you like to try a few more recipes to learn about the 9 types of trade skill you can specialize in? Oh, yes, please. Right, let's see. You've made the candelabra using the carpenter skills. Not sure about that. I think I made that on the forge. I suppose carpenters use forges. Yeah, okay. And learned that carpenters make items that can be placed into houses. Carpenters also make strong boxes for storage and sales containers for selling items to others. You also made a bracelet. Jewelers make jewelry like this, and they also make combat art upgrades for scout types. Okay, what next? Why don't you try your hand at provisioning and making some Jum Jum cider? Food and drink help an adventurer's power and health to regenerate faster between battles, so a provisioner's goods are always in demand. You'll need some harvested Jum Jum, yeah, got some, and some liquid, which the fuel merchant will sell. Aerated mineral water works just fine and adds that extra fizz. Okay, I shall be right back with that cider. We've all described the book. Fuel merchant, I am assuming is going to be upstairs.
Well, why didn't you say so? That changes everything.
Or are they downstairs on the other side? It's a while since I've no. I think they might be downstairs on the other side, annoyingly. No. I has confusion.
Hail!
Uh-huh. Crafting trainer, banker, coalition of tradesfolk. Where's the fuel person gone? Oh, yes, the fuel person is called the general goods. You can tell when they've not really updated the game. Right, so we need some aerated mineral water. Let's take a look at the recipe. So if I press B and not
Do you ever get the
N,
feelings someone is watching you?
I'm just talking to chat. It's okay, mate. Yeah, the Tradeskill tutor tells you to press N for the recipe book, and for some reason that's always been B for me. Always has. So I don't know what they're thinking of there. So if we look up the recipe, we're looking for Jum Jum cider, and if I click on it, and I can't do that, but if I look at it, it tells me I need 1 liquid and 1 basic kindling, and I also need raw Jum Jum, which I have 4 of. So, basic kindling, not the broker, the general goods person. So we want basic kindling, we just need the 1. Don't buy more than what you need because you can't sell it back. Some of the fuel, especially the higher levels, gets quite expensive. So if you buy a lot of that at once and then you can't sell it, right, and then we need
If you
to
know what's good
find
for you, you didn't see anything.
the
Got it?
stove, which will be somewhere. No. Oh, it's tucked behind here. There we go. Very awkward shaped place this is. Right, Jum Jum cider, liquid. Did we not buy a rated mineral water? I thought we did. No, I'm clicking on the aerated mineral water. Buy 1. There we go. stove, Jum Jum cider, create. As you can see, the pictures on the buttons are slightly different because we're now doing a provisioner recipe. So you have things like seasoning, heat, pinch of salt, that sort of thing. There we go, we have made a Jum Jum cider. Go back to the tutor of that.
Hello.
Next, we will look at weapons. These can be made by both weaponsmiths and woodworkers. Weaponsmiths are masters of metallic weaponry, including swords, axes, daggers, and hammers. Woodworkers are skilled at working with wood, creating wooden weapons such as staffs, batons, and cudgels, as well as bows and arrows and wooden bucklers and round shields for the defense of their allies. They also craft powerful totems that possess restorative properties. Practice both crafts by making a tin hand axe and an elm greatstaff. Okay, I will do my best. So we need to scribe the recipe again. We keep being given recipe books. So a greatstaff, we're going to want to use a woodworking table. Excuse me, Mr. Snack Snatcher, I just need to squeeze an underside. There's no limit to how many people can use a Tradeskill workstation, by the way. Absolutely no limit at all. Right, an elm greatstaff. We're going to need sandpaper. Right. Let's go back to the goods person, and we need a basic sandpaper. And for the other one, we're going to need a basic coal, because it's going to be on the forge. Right, an elm greatstaff. Again, the arts have changed again. So we've got measure, we've got carving, we've got whittling, calibrate, chiseling. Oh, hit the picture. Knotting. I have to take a double take between these two because they look very similar. One has a ruler and the other one doesn't. Right, we've made an elm greatstaff, and we also need to make a hand axe. So we'll go over here and we'll make a hand axe. And this time we've got weapons skill arts. So straight away with a tempering. Hardened metal needs a compress. There we go. Hardened metal again, so we'll do another compress. Soft metal. I mean, we could do either 2 or 3 or 6 for that one. It really depends on whether you want to buff the blue, which is this side, or the green, which is this side. There we go.
Well met.
Oh, she's straight in again. Sages possess an unsurpassed knowledge of the arcane. They apply this knowledge by scribing spells onto scrolls that increase the might of healers and mages. Create a scroll of shackle and bring it to me. Okay, I will start that now. We'll scribe the book that she's given us. We'll go and find a table. So that's an alchemy table. This is a sage's table. And we want to make a shackle, which if I examine and take a look at, we can see is a It's a combat art used by wizards. So with this Sage skill, you can actually make upgrades for people's combat
Do you
abilities.
ever get the feelings someone is watching you?
Sages are like that, Jeweler is like that, and the other one is Alchemist. And they cover the various different types of adventure class between them. What do we need? We need a basic incense for this. So we need a no, not candle, incense, don't we? Basic incense. There we go. And we want to make a shackle. Exotic symbols. Okay, let's make sure we press that button. Spectral influx. Almost there. There we go. We have made a shackle. Back we go to the tutor.
Well met!
Excellent work. Now let's look at alchemists. They create deadly poisons and magic potions from almost any material, benign or otherwise. These concoctions provide benefits in battle, such as healing, resistance, or extra damage against a foe. Alchemists also make combat arts for fighter types to improve their abilities in battle. Make me an essence of intercept to practice these skills. Okay, on my way. So alchemical experiments is next. We'll scribe the recipe again. We're going to need a candle this time. We need a basic candle because alchemists use candles. I'm actually surprised that that hasn't been something that's been sort of made more uniform over the years. It's something that they've still kept the complexity to. Although original trade skilling was way more complicated than this. And this is the engraved table. What I want is the alchemist table. There we go. And we are making essence of intercept. So a minor upgrade to the intercept skill. Flawed theory, we shall counter that with exothermic apparently. There's reactions, what else have we got? Synthesis, analyze, and experiment. Okay. Let's chuck an experiment in there, see if we can boost the process. Need to do another experiment. There we are.
Do you ever get the feelings someone is watching you?
Just ignore the weird guy. Okay. Right. Intercept done. Back to the tutor to show that we have done
Hello!
skills. There we go. Now let's look at tailors and armorers. Armorers focus on heavy plate and chain armor, while tailors specialize in the creation of lighter cloth and leather armor. Tailors also make backpacks and other items from cloth or leather. Show me that you can create a tin chainmail coat and a rawhide backpack. Okay. So we've now been given Artisan Essentials Volume 7. The idea of this quest series is to sort of teach you the different trade skills and also to get you through the first 9 levels of trade skilling. We've kind of already done that with the hammer quests, but at the end of this one, we will get a artisan tunic. Right, so let's see. We're going to need For a chainmail, we're going to need a coal because that one's on the forge. And the backpack, we're going to need the one thing that we've not used yet, which is filament, not astral, just basic. There we go. Okay, so let's make the backpack first on the sewing table. We want a rawhide backpack, which is a bag, so you can actually make your own bags. If we look at the product though, this particular bag can hold 8 items. Yeah. Let's see, what do we have this time? Knots, nimble, stitching, binding, dexterous, and hem. Oh, quite dexterous there. If your green bar's going down, start hitting the green things. And that will help you to go back up. You kind of have to pick your moment. Normally this will or won't appear every sort of couple of seconds. If you have the opportunity to hit extra buttons in between, great, but this just seems to be sinking at the moment. Oh no, I pressed the wrong button. Ow. Okay, I really need that to go back up. I need my green bar to go back up. Loose material, yeah. Oh, we're just creeping back in. Okay, I think we might have saved this. Let's quickly hit that before he goes. And then that one.
Do you ever get
Okay, that was a bit more of an effort than some of them. I don't think I'm very well suited to being a tailor by the sounds of it. Right, okay, and then a tin chainmail coat. You don't have to type the whole thing, you can literally just do the first couple of letters of each word, and that should very quickly find you the item that you need. So this time we are an armourer, even though we're on the forge for like the 3rd or 4th time, I think. So skills these time are to do with joints, strikes, heat, stoking the coals, hammering. Nothing better than a good hot forge, this is true. Okay.
Once there was a time when we Tyr Dal were the true masters of Norrath.
Cool story, bro. Is Tyr Dal hiding here somewhere? Okay. Or is he downstairs? No? I have no idea where that voice was coming from. Right. Excellent work. I hope you now have an idea of what each Tradeskill class does and how to do it. At level 9, you need to decide which crafting path you will follow by speaking to the crafting trainer near your local Tradeskill area. The crafting trainer also sells your recipe books, so to be sure to pick those up. Come back to me at any time and I'll be happy to give you refreshers on this information. Should you choose to continue a career as a crafter, I wish you the best of fortune. And because we've now completed that tutorial, we now get given an artisan tunic, which if you look at it, it gives us a grand total of 1 crafting skills. So while we are doing this, we are going to wear the artisan tunic for its +1 crafting skills. I need to pop that down there somewhere safe and not sell it. or lose it or transmute it because I need to swap that back afterwards. This is not a very good item to go adventuring in. Right, so thank you.
If you know what's
So,
good for you, you didn't see
pop over
anything.
here.
Got it?
Oh, we have a new follower. Who do we have? Let's see. The Vitamin DC. Thank you for the follow. Welcome on board. We are tackling trade skills today, so yeah, hope you enjoy. So we've now hit level 9. You can't get to level 10 without talking to the crafting trainer and telling them which of the 3 types of crafter you would like to be. We will do that now, and then we will sojourn off to the next thing that we need to look at. So, while we're here as well, we can also buy any of the books which we haven't already been given. So we can get Artisan Essentials Volumes 8 and 9, and we can also get the Advanced Artisan books as well. So we will do that. I mean, when I'm likely to use the recipes in there is a bit debatable, but I do like to make sure I have everything just in case. So we can grab all of those and we can scribe them. I mean, no matter which trade skill class you choose, you'll always be able to make items from the 1 to 9. So you can always
Do you
make
ever
some
get
really
the
bad
feelings
housing items if you
someone is
wanted to
watching you?
have a basic table or chair or something like that. Right, so the trainer says, I am glad you've come back for more training. It looks like you've learned quite a bit in a very short time. I can certify you in your chosen trade class. Before I begin your paperwork, I will need your name. Okay, so my name is Gwynnian, and we now need to choose which profession Gwynnian is going to take. Now, interesting question here for EverQuest. Each of the 9 trade skill professions has its own set of trade skill writs from level 15 all the way up to level 100 and whatever. So if I am truly going to do every quest, at some point I am going to have to switch to each one of the 9 trade skill professions. And that is doable. You can do that. There is an ogre around the corner who will hit me on the head, and
I
I
am
will.
in no ways interested in that glittery thing you have. I promises.
Okay. Yes. There's an ogre around the corner who will hit me on the head, and I can forget everything I've learnt about a trade skill, and I can start learning a trade skill all over again. So we are going to do all 9 eventually. Yay me. But for now, we can be one of these 3. We can be a craftsman. Craftsmen can become carpenters, provisioners, or woodworkers. They make furniture, strong boxes, food, drink, bows, arrows, totems, wooden weapons, and wooden shields. We could be an outfitter. Outfitters become armorers, tailors, or weaponsmiths. They make plate and chain armor, heavy shields, cloth, leather armor, casual clothing, backpacks, hex dolls, and metal weapons. Or we could become a scholar, and scholars become alchemists, jewelers, and sages. They make spell and combat art upgrades for adventurers, potions, poisons, and jewelry. Chat, what shall we do? I shall leave that for you to have a think about for a moment, and then we will pick one. In the meanwhile, we received in the post a message in a bottle. So we're going to investigate that. This is another trade skill thing that runs in parallel to the main tutorial quest line. So we're going to look at that as well. And for that, I'm going to need to go to my house, which if you are in a city, you can always go to housing, my houses, and you can choose to go to the house, especially if you remember to pay your rent. There we go. Enter the house. Counseling DM says alphabetical armorer, which would actually mean outfitter, which alphabetically is not the first in the list of choices I have at the moment. HC also says outfitter, craft your armor as a crusader. So we actually have 2 votes for armor already. Okay, yeah, that is a good point. Anyone for any more? Yeah, this is where I dump all of my house items. Do I actually have any other house items on me at the moment? Oh, good gravy, I do. Well, I'm not doing that on stream. We'll do that later. If I place this bottle here, so we had a. Let me reread it. I go to my post. Mail. There we go. So we had a letter from the harbour master saying this bottle was found in the harbour immediately after you were last here. Yeah, okay. Is it yours? Please take care not to litter our city's clean water. Officer the harbour master. And if we examine this, it says message in a bottle. So if we read the message, whoever finds this, as I write this, our ship is sinking. We're somewhere off the coast of the Enchanted Lands, but I don't think that we'll make it. This bottle is imbued with a tracking spell that will take you to the boat's remains. If this bottle reaches you, please bring help. May Praxis spare us all. And we're going to activate the spell. So this will lead to the first of a number of quests involving a Ratonga called Rafik. So this is strand number 2. Strand number 1 is the Tradeskill tutorial, which then leads to all the other Tradeskill quests in each zone, going all the way up to level whatever the cap is at the moment. The second strand is what's called the Shipwrecked series, which is what we're looking at now, and then there is a third strand as well. No, I haven't forgotten. We'll come to the third one in a minute. So, we have come to a small little island somewhere off the coast of the Enchanted Lands. And, oh my. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, it looks dead. Never mind. Well, in that case, what can we plunder? No, I suppose we ought to just check if he's okay. Hello? Can you hear me? Do you need a healer? Because I'm not one. I am a healer. Nobody else left. Let me look around and see if I can find anything to help. So I need to search the wreckage for anything useful. Okay. Let's see. Oh, there's a book over here. Let's take the book. I found a recipe book. I should gather the items that it lists. Okay. I need jum, white tea leaf, black coffee bean, and find something to use as fuel. Okay. Oh. Well, there's an old barrel of coal in here. That will do as fuel. Nice. Let's see. Anyone see any bushes anywhere? Oh, literally right here. Long abandoned garden. Bulbshire cabbage, okay. black coffee bean. Oh, thank you, all access. Goodbye, all access. There's some Jum Jum. We just need some white tea leaves now. There we go. Use the makeshift workbench to create a blessing of the prime. Okay. So, apparently this is a makeshift workbench. And what we want to do is make a blessing of the prime. Okay. Maybe. Prime. Oh, it helps, as always, if you actually scribe the recipe book, which, there it is. How to heal your healers. There we go. Blessing of the prime. Oops, never mind. I pressed the wrong button. Okay, let's make sure we press the right one this time. It's been a bit forgiving, I think. It might help that we've got our artisan tunicum, which gives us +1. We have a blessing of the prime. So if you've ever been in a group and the healer has given you a feather to revive them, well, we've just made a feather. And there's a little dude gone. He's over there. So now we can use... There we go. Hey, we've revived him. Thank yous. I feels much better. Oh, my name is Gwinian, and you're welcome. What happened here? Rafik is my name's. My family's was travelling to Freeport, so I could study to be a fury when I grow up. But the ship hit something. My parents stuffed me in a barrel. They're gone, aren't they? I don't know, Rafik, but I didn't see them on the island. Maybe they made it elsewhere. I think I need some time alone to think and look through what's left. Thanks, yous. I'm sorry. Good luck. And we get given a recipe which allows us to make blessing of the prime on a normal trade skill station, which if we have a look at it, apply, yeah, so summons 1 prime healer's guide. So I believe this means you can actually make your own revives. Casting 5 seconds, radius 50 meters, blessing of the prime. Yeah, a very, very, very basic revive, but one nonetheless. And that is it for the moment. This is a level 5 quest. The next quest in the series is at level 15. So we'll keep dipping into this as we go along. In the meanwhile, we'll go back to the mainland, which apparently takes us to the Enchanted Lands. Which, yeah, okay. We'll head to Kenos, not Kenos, Freeport. Almost forgot where I lived for a moment. We're a distance away from the Enchanted Lands. Yeah, this is a series which is fairly overlooked. A lot of people seem to miss it. Deep down, you know you want to live in Kenos. Well, eventually, one day, yes, he will live in Kenos. Right, so that's strand number 2. Strand number 1 is going to do the Tradeskill tutorial and the quest series that follows from that. Number 2 is seeing graphic every 10 levels. Now we come to strand number 3, which is either your most favourite or least favourite, depending on how much this guy annoys you. Okay, so we're doing all of this before we choose our trade skill, because then we're not taking on too many levels at once. We need to go to somewhere we've never been before. We need to go to the Isle of Mara. And welcome to the village of Shin. Is it time for him? Yes, it's time for him. It is indeed. There's quests in this area. We're not touching any of that lot. We're only interested in one person whose name lives in infamy. Quo. There's nothing better than fishing. I'd like to be a professional harvester when I grow up. Harvesting's hard work, lad. Are you sure you want to do that? Oh, I'm quite sure of it. I am practicing hard already, but my family says I'm not big enough yet to go out on my own. Well, you know, it can get pretty dangerous out there. All right, especially for those who aren't so old and tough. Counselling DM says run away. Yes, I know. Do you harvest a lot? Can you help me learn? I'd be happy to help you, unfortunately. Although I can't smuggle you off this island without your family's permission, if that's what you're thinking. Well, I know I can't leave Mara yet, but I was thinking that if I could study all the kinds of materials that can be harvested, I could learn a lot about what's out there and how to handle it. If you could bring me some samples, I'd be able to prepare for it when I'm old enough to leave. Oh, so you want me to harvest things for you? A Gathering Obsession, Part 1. That's a nice bit of gold, actually, 17 gold. Yeah, whenever you have time, of course. Meanwhile, I'll keep practicing on these fish. Very well, I shall be back when I can. Now, this quest series is basically, you come back, he asks you to go to a specific tier of zones and gather some stuff for him, come back, and then he wants you to do the next area, and so on, and so on, and so on. There are some very nice rewards at the end, including spoilers. Yeah, no, I'm doing spoilers. People need an incentive to deal with that little anyway, including a pack pony. When you get high enough, you get given a pack pony, which is a horse that you can send out to go harvesting for you, which is very useful. In the meanwhile, we have to put the time in and we have to harvest for him. So the first thing he wants is a whole bunch of materials. They're all tier 1, so we need to go to a low level tier 1 area and gather these. I could have done these the same time as some of the other things that we have done today, but I kind of want you to show each quest individually, not mix everything together and confuse. That's my excuse and I'm sticking with it. So if we go to Freeport, we can now pick up that other quest as well. Now this is a time limited thing. This only exists now and will disappear at the end of 2024. If you are watching this on YouTube in 2025, tough, you are too late. Over here with the Year of Dark Poor People, there is this guy who, when I tried to prep this before the stream, wouldn't talk to me, but now he will.
Hello!
Hi there! You think you're a crafter, do you? Yes, I'm a crafter. So, you can make items, but how good a grasp do you have of the basics? I can make simple items as well as more complicated ones, if that's what you mean. That's all very well and good, but I mean the true basics. Getting your hands dirty, grubbing in the soil for the resources needed in crafting. Oh, Wait, you haven't been talking to Quo, have you? Phew, he's an amateur extortionist. No, although he does have a point. Before you can truly understand your craft and call yourself a true crafter, you need to understand every step of the process, the first of which is understanding your resources. That makes sense, but I'm not sure I like where this is going. Ha! Are you afraid to get your hands dirty? Not so sure you are a true crafter? No. Yes. I am a true crafter. I've only hit level 9, but now is your chance to prove it. You will not ever be truly considered a Grandmaster Artisan without proving that you have a firm understanding of the basics. Fine, but I will only harvest for you this time. I am not going to keep getting sent out for more, coming back, being sent out for more, etc. Which is what Quo does. Which is why the quest is worded like this. I can promise you that I will only request this of you once and then you are done with me. That sounds promising, doesn't it? All right, tell me where to harvest and how much you want. The where is totally up to you. If it can be harvested, grab it. Variety is good, but make sure to grab some actual resources that you can use and there, eh? Otherwise,
Half
you're just a
right,
harvester
half
and not a
wrong.
crafter. Right, okay, and the amount? We want true proof of your skill and determination, not mere dabbling, mind you. However, you have until the end of the year before I leave the lands, which should leave you plenty of time to harvest a chunk here and a chunk there. Prove your skill. Successfully harvest 3,000 times before December the 31st, 2024. I'm just going to leave that running in the background. Okay, let's go back to Sunken City. The good thing is that gathering for Quo, or even just gathering so that we can make some items, will still count towards our 3,000. Then that's also therefore the first seasonal or non-main quest I've picked up. Oh. Right, Sunken City. Yeah, I'm sure we remember this place. There we go. We have some roots. Let's see. What else do we have? This may not be the best of places, actually, but we'll find out. Might be some more stuff on the drier land. Oh yeah, there's some ore. So yeah, this is counting for both quests. The Quo quest actually takes into account how many you get. So we got 2 leaded loam there, whereas the prove your skill is just the number of times you've pulled harvests from a harvesting node, as these things are collectively called. So for the prove your skill, 1 click is 1 update. For the Quo series, it kind of depends on, there we had 2 routes, so that counts as 2 for Quo. 13 routes. I don't think we need any more routes, do we? No. Do we need fish as well? Do we need any? Don't think we need any meats, do we? No. Let's stop messing around with the dens then. I think we're done with. We need bushes more than anything else, don't we? Oh, wood. Yes, because we need severed elm. Lovely. We're gonna do this level 5 quest for Quo, and then we're probably going to go and get the next one as well, which will be level 15, because that will require us to go and harvest the sort of things that we're going to need in the next set of quests. We'll try the graveyard. We're not really seeing many bushes in the sunken city. I can't believe it's been almost 2 hours already. Wow. I think I'll be carrying on just quite a bit longer. And then for YouTube there will be some heavy editing. Right. There we go. A ravaged natural garden. So from this we can try and get some jum, try and get some black coffee beans. Baubleshire cabbage. As we are unmented, there's nothing here that can really harm us. I'm not mentoring down just to run around the zone and harvest. Yeah, we get it there. We're still going to need frog's legs and sunfish. Might go back to Sunken City for that. Cabbage, tea leaves. Yeah, so we just need bushes and fish nodes at the moment. Try and spot. Normally there's loads of bushes because food tends to be the thing that people are least interested in from a gathering perspective.
You'll pay for that one, peon.
Okay, there we go. So now we just need sunfish and frog's legs. So if we head back into Sunken City, you can go back to the dock area. Oh, we actually found a rare harvest item. We found a yarrow. The game cannot display the items found fast enough to keep up with me. So he's still pinging. Right. Any fish nodes? There we go. Collection of fish. Have the old fishing rod out. There's some jum. That's all the jum that we need. Frog's legs. Could do with some frog's legs. That's not jum. There's all the sunfish. I'm still reading what's appearing up here from like 10 minutes ago. A few more fish there. So yeah, harvesting, you're looking for the actual harvest nodes. Killing sharks will not help. Right, there we go. Bring the harvest back to Quo. So if we go to East Freeport, then over to the Isle of Mara. Trying to pack in as much as I can before we choose our trade skill. Just because if I do it now, I'm not massively increasing the amount of XP that I've got. There is a reason for that. Isle of Mara. There we go. Always feels like on live there's far too many options on the bell. That won't happen on Origins. On Origins, there'll be like there'll be 3 places you can go. And that'll be it. Okay. I gather some harvest for quota study. Yeah. And we've pulled 37. Yeah. Hi, Quo, I'm back. Hello again. Did you bring me anything? Yes, I did. Here are some harvests from some of the safer areas of Norath. I hope that's enough to help your studies. Now we get Gathering Obsession. There we go. Which hopefully went into the journal. Yes, it did. Thank you very much. I bet this will keep me busy for at least today. At least today. You're welcome. Yeah, we can go straight into the next quest. Hello there. Thanks again for those harvests. I learned such a lot, but... I don't suppose you could get me some more? I want to compare them. I suppose I can get you some more? So, Gathering Obsession, Part 2, Level 15. And this time, it's Tier 2 areas. So, which I think is going to basically mean places like the Commonlands, Antonica, the latter part of Darklight Woods, Frostfang Sea, etc. So, if we go back to the Counselor, Crafting Trainer, there we go. I'll call these all the wrong things. My name is Gwinian, and I haven't had any other options thrown at me, so we are going to be an outfitter. And we hit level 10. So you cannot hit level 10 until you come to this person and choose your next tier of crafting. So at the moment we have now locked out from making potions, scrolls, all the stuff that can be used to improve your combat art. We can't make provisions. What we can do is we can either be a armourer, a jeweler, or a and the mind's gone blank. What's the other one? He'll come back to me. Right. The chat appears to have decided that we're going to go to armourer anyway. So, the next step is... Let me see. Just checking the list. Have we had any posts? Work in New Halas. Greetings. We understand that you have recently registered as a new artisan. If you're interested in assisting the Coalition of Tradesfolk with some crafting work, please travel to the Frostfang Sea and make contact with Commissioner Vala Velran within the city of New Halas. Why is that so hard for me to get my head around? Regards, Tradeskill Commissioner Lasarian Nazin. Okay. We are heading back to the bright and far too cheery Frostfang Sea. Find a bell. Find a bell, which then takes us to another bell. I kind of feel like Kinos has a lot more willed bells in their zones, whereas here, mind you, no, I suppose Eldar Grove doesn't have a willed bell, does it? Okay, we'll go to Frostfang Sea. Okay. Oh, now we suddenly have unread mail. Another bottle. The harbour master sent me a message that another bottle has washed ashore. Yes, Gwynnian, another bottle washed ashore recently. This time we took the liberty of reading the note inside. It is clearly addressed to you and says someone called Rafik needs your urgent help. Please remember to keep our harbour clean. There is a fine mail system in Norath that we encourage you to use. Castaway. We should do that first. Can I get to my house from here? This is technically a zone that has housing. Yes. This is a level 10 quest, whereas the ones we're about to head into are more level 15. So we shall go and do this first. Back into my messy house. Okay, so we still have the magic bottle here. Does he still work for us? Activate the spell. And we'll go and check in on Rafik. Apparently it's level 10, the next one, not level 15. Pretty sure it normally goes up and... yeah, at this point it then goes up and jumps to 10 after this one. Okay. So much zoning. There he is. How you doing, Graphic? Come down to your level so we can see you. Gwynnian, at last! I thought you had left me here forever. I thought you wanted to look around at the wreckage. Yes, but I didn't mean that you could take the only boat away with you. I'm so hungry. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize you'd be stuck. Can't you gather some food from the island? I've been eating raw jum and cabbages. I find my father's recipe for Volrich drumsticks my favourite, but I's not very good crafter like yous. Maybe yous can make some though. Give me the recipe and I'll take a look. So we got a recipe to make Volrich drumsticks. And what do we need? Okay, so we obviously at this point we should be used to the idea of we open the recipe book and we have a look to see what is needed. And what is needed is Volrich meat and weathered kindling. Okay, where on earth are we going to find Volrich meat? I wonder. I mean, it's not like this island is going to just so happen to have a whole pile of Volrich on it. Oh yeah, there is also the option of harvesting the dens, which is a fantastic option for low-level people. There we go, we've got some already. Not quite sure how many I need for this. Let me have a look. What does the recipe say? We need 3 in total. Since I am actually getting... well, no, I'm not, am I? Oh, no, I am actually getting some of the Gathering Obsession Part 2 here. So you know what? We will leave you to walk around and we'll do the dens. If you want to, you can just kill the feral Vulriches, and that is also a way of getting the meat. We have 2 so far. We have 3. There we go. And we need to find some weathered kindling. These logs will do here. Okay. Vulrich drumsticks. You'll notice that the first few levels come up with the name of the fuel. So basically, if for whatever reason you don't manage to get all the way down to the bottom and you end up finishing up here, you normally get your fuel back, which is quite good. Right, let's go and deliver the food to the little chap. You brings any foods? I did. Here you go. Grinian special Vulrich drumsticks. But about getting off this island. Smells so good, thank yous. And don't worry, I was searching the wreckage for my parents' recipes. I found one that makes teleport spells. Your parents seem to have had a lot of useful recipes. Yes, they were expert crafters like you. They had lots of special recipes they invented. They's planning to sell them to supporters, so now I has them too. And if you makes a teleport spells, I let you keeps the recipe. Deal? It sounds like a useful spell to have. So this gives us the recipe Globe of Homecoming. We make one for the purposes of the story. But actually we make 2 so that I can leave and Rafik can leave, but he will also then give us the proper recipe, so you can make more if you want. Let's see. Can be useful if you know I can't spell globe now. If you know you're heading into somewhere where you might need to call home and you know your call of the city is still going to be down at that point. So we need electrum clusters, tuber strands, rough turquoise, and weathered coal. Right, so coal, easily enough. Barrel of coal. The other stuff we need to go and explore the island for. And fortunately, this will also, again, count towards gathering obsession part 2 and also the prove your skill. So there's some electrum. We need tuber strands and rough turquoise. There's some rough turquoise. And this should give us some tuber strands. We need enough for 2 of these, so potentially need a little bit more tuber strand, I think. Maybe. No, I think we're okay. I think we've got everything. Right. Okay, Globe of Homecoming. Which I think we can make on here. We can. need a second one. Oh no, we do actually need slightly more tuber strand and more coal. There's more coal. We're going to try and find a bit more tuber strand. Hopefully there is some more, because otherwise I'm going to be a little bit stuck. It's not a very big island. It's usually a good idea to bring some supplies with you when you come to do these quests. No, the horse just doesn't count, does it? Yeah. Ah, there we go. There's one over there. Some overgrown roots. There we go. Let me grab a bit more of that, since I've got so little of it. Right, we should be able to make another globe of homecoming. Okay, right. I've crafted a globe of homecoming, one for each of us. There we go. And I'm back. Yous make the spells? I think so. I made one for me and one to take you to Freeport if you still want to go there. Are you still going to learn to become a Fury? Not sure. That was my parents' idea. They always wanted a son who's an important healer, but I thinks maybe I wants to be a pirate. Then I has my own ship to save shipwrecked people like me. I think you can do that without being a pirate, but I guess that's one option. Well, I thinks about it, but goodbyes for now. Good luck. And we get a recipe globe of homecoming, which means we can make this. Examining this item will allow you to teleport to the city of your choice. So if I choose that, and it actually quite usefully, in comparison with your call, you can choose to go to any city. I do wonder where you end up if you choose Kinos Capital District, and I'm not testing that today. But it's interesting that that's an option along with Thurgadin, Marjdal, and everywhere else. But for now, we actually need to go to Halas. Yes, take me to Halas. Teleport to any city of your choice. That is quite useful, especially since as a free-to-play person, you can't use the fast travel option in here, I don't believe. Or can you? We'll test that. We will test that. Oh, it's actually delivered me to this end of Halas. We're going for another swim.